So we're going to go through lines and angles for 3.4. Well, skew lines are two lines that are not parallel, and do not intersect. Okay, so imagine a box, because it helps you visualize it. You can have one line vertical right here, and another line, let's say, going through this in this direction right here. These two lines are not parallel and they will never intersect. These are skew lines. Parallel planes are just two planes that do not intersect. So one on the bottom, one on top. Well, in this case. So they don't intersect. A transversal. Well, a transversal is a line that passes through two other lines in the same plane at two distinct points. Now, what does that look like? So if I have two lines, a transversal goes through those two lines at two distinct points. Okay? So before I go to the angles, let me highlight something. Let me highlight this. The area between your two lines, your two blue lines, is called the interior. So this is the interior. And the area outside of that, of these blue lines here, is one on top and one on the bottom, is your exterior. So we'll call it exterior. Exterior. Okay, so now we are going to go through all these four angles. Okay, so let me draw again my two lines. And this is my transversal here. So any pair of angles on the same side of the two lines cut by a transversal. So now, what are we talking about? We are talking about, let's say if I pick this angle right here, it's in the top left, and I shift my focus here on the bottom line, and it'll also be on the top left. So they are both on the same side of the transversal, and one's actually interior and one's actually exterior. So that's a good clue also. So these two angles are corresponding, and you could choose others as well. You could choose, let's say I choose this angle right here, top right. These two angles would be corresponding. All right, let's keep going. I have, again, my two lines right here. This time, we want to have two parallel lines, okay? To say they're parallel, usually you indicate it with a little arrow right here on both of these. And I'm going to have my transversal go through it. And it is a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal. Oops. Transversal. And equal measures and are between the parallel lines. So again, let me highlight. Let's see. So they're on opposite sides. So if this is my, the red is my transversal, that means one angle is on this side, the other angle is on this side. Okay, so it's on opposite sides of the transversal and are between the parallel lines. Again, this area right here is the interior. So they're alternate interior angles. The next one is the alternate exterior angle. Again, we're going to focus on parallel lines here. So when I have parallel lines, so again, I have two parallel lines. I'm going to say they are parallel with these little arrows. And I have my transversal right here. And Z. So if inside of this is the interior, right? This is the interior. This area right here is the exterior. Okay, exterior. So a pair of angles on opposite sides of the transversal again. Transversal. And equal measures. So if these two blue lines are parallel, then your angles are equal measures, and they are outside, external, right? External. So you're talking about these angles right here. So again, outside, external, external. And they are opposite sides of the transversal. So one's on the left side, one's on the right side. Same side, interior angles. Okay. So let's draw our two lines. And this is our transversal. And it says, well, we're going to emphasize again parallel lines. So let's put those little marks on it to say these two blue lines are parallel. Okay, so a pair of angles on the same side of a transversal and measures add to 180 and are inside parallel lines. Okay, so we're talking about these two angles. I could say either this side, I could choose this side, or I could choose the other side of the transversal. So these two angles add up to 180. So if I had, let me just put it really quick. So if this was angle 1 and this is angle 2, you know that angle 1, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to 180.